CT scans were fine, which is good. They told me you probably have a concussion. So, and Amy and I were like, yeah, I definitely have a concussion. So I don't think that's really a matter of if I have a concussion. It's like I definitely have a concussion. So apparently there was new research that has come out. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm gonna try to find it, which says that waking up at a person every 2 hours, especially in the initial after the initial immediately after the initial impact, uh, isn't actually as beneficial as people thought it was. It used to be so that you wake up a person every 2 hours in order to be able to check on their mental status or to prevent them, to make sure they're not slipping into a coma. But now there's more research showing that it's more beneficial to just sleep through the night, so that way the brain can actually just reset, or not necessarily reset, but actually start healing. And yeah, for the first 4 days, as I shall show you, I was sleeping a ton. I think the first 2 days I slept up to almost 18, 20 hours or something. I don't know. This couch and we became best buds. I was one with the couch. Hey guys, it's been, I think 18 hours since the crash. Uh, yeah, people say I hit a rock. I don't think I hit a rock. It was one of those divots, but that I just like took it wrong or something. That's like I remember approaching it and going through over it, but I don't remember anything after that. Next thing I remember is being in the car calling my roommate, or at least asking Google to call my roommate. So, yeah, not great. So, likely concussion. So I'm gonna try to keep this short. As you can see, kind of cut up my face a bit. You won't see it, but bit bruise here, but there's nothing broken, thankfully. The helmet took the impact. I'll show you pictures later. Probably B-roll it somewhere in here. Yeah, shoulder is a bit touchy as well. I woke up, neck is a bit sore. And I think I strained my psoas because it's I don't know, my abs hurts, particularly when I walk around and lift up my legs. So I don't know, probably the psoas, but all the muscles get strained. Hips a bit sore. There's a bruise on my foot too, and it's an awkward spot too. But thankfully it doesn't really hurt as much. On to day 2. Day 2. Ignore this. I ran out of bandages, so I ended up using gauze and tape. So it looks worse than it actually is. But otherwise, yeah. So day 2, being on the couch, doing nothing, or at least trying not to do anything, minimizing contact. I brought books and stuff to write in, notebooks, but I haven't really done it, so been napping instead. I just had breakfast and coffee, trying to maintain kind of like a normal routine in terms of brain chemistry. So, yeah, feeling not so bad today. I felt a little nauseous this morning because I was putting on the liquid bandage stuff on some areas, and the fumes from that bottle just made me absolutely nauseous. So, but otherwise I woke up with like a pretty clear head considering, and I wasn't really sensitive to the morning light that was shining through my room, so that's good. That's a good sign. I definitely woke up even more sore in my legs. I guess maybe when I went down, the saddle decided to bump me in the behind, so to speak. So my legs are and hips are a little sore today, but hopefully that'll improve. I got the day off of work today, thankfully, so that's always a good sign. So yeah, I don't know what else to say in this update. I guess this works. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. On to day number 3. Well, good morning. It's day 3. Approaching what hour after the crash? I don't know. Well, this evening's gonna be the 72-hour mark. Well, I feel better today for sure. Got rid of the bandage here because this looks more like a rug burn, and bandages just are annoying to put on and keep on, and then it impedes my eyesight. So just took it off. Just easier that way. Yeah, I'm in less pain. I've came up with an improved solution to the hands, so that's good as well. Made it much more comfortable to sleep. I guess my brain's decided to go run through all the concussion symptom list. Yesterday was auditory sensitivity. Today was visual sensitivity in the morning. Probably doesn't help that the morning light is super bright in this apartment, which is great when you don't have a concussion. Horrible when you do. But yeah, I woke up dizzy this morning. That's another symptom. At least I didn't feel nauseous today. Yesterday was just... I still ate plenty yesterday. It was just like the feeling of nausea just did not want to go away after smelling that liquid bandage stuff, which I avoided using, hence why the more improved solutions to that. I have been progressively adding in a couple of things, such as reading more of my emails, reading up on concussions and concussion management, return to work and activity, that kind of thing, educating myself. Yeah, you love my hair today? Great hair day today. I need to wash it. I washed it a couple of days ago, pretty poorly because I had latex gloves on, trying to keep the bandages from getting wet. That didn't work, so it was a wasted effort. But surprisingly, the hair is okay. Me trying to find humor and everything is what I need, to be honest. Like, I'm super serious about this concussion, and I am taking my rest and seriously, but I also need to find humor in all this because this absolutely blows. If you have been following me, I've been training a lot, been cycling a lot. I had so many plans to, I planned on doing Mount Evans this year, doing a century ride, but that's taking a backseat at the moment while I recover from this. This is probably pretty mild, but you know, any concussion is serious and should be taken seriously, as it does affect you mentally in a lot of ways that you might not even notice right away. Honestly, it is incredibly lucky that I am incredibly lucky that I managed to walk away like this, and have the opportunity to take days off from work and be able to fully recover, and so that way I can come back to work and be productive, but also I'm also taking a summer class, so being able to, they're also very accommodating over there, being able to slowly catch up on work and hopefully submit everything before everything closes for that class. So I'm in an incredibly lucky situation, and also have a great community supporting me, community of friends, even my family, even though they're 2,000 plus miles away. And also my friends who are 2,000 plus miles away have been giving me pointers and kind of advice in terms of concussion management. So shout out to you guys. So, yeah. Well, onwards to day 4. Day 4 since the crash. As you can see, I'm, I guess, doing a whole bunch better. I just got out of the shower for today after essentially licking my wounds. Ugh. It's so... You'd never expect road rash to be painful, but it's bad. The one time I don't wear gloves, my hands are... Here's one hand, and then here's the other. You can't really see any of it because I covered it all up. But this hand especially is very painful. I guess I took a lot of the brunt on this side. Per usual, it's always the right side. The drivetrain side. I need to teach my body to go the other way. I'm kidding. The other way is traffic. Anyways, doing a lot better today. This morning was a little bit of a rough start. I guess, like, I always have this tendency in the mornings, like, instinctively to get up and go, and just start doing stuff. Anyone who knows me knows I would prefer to do homework at 4 a.m. than at midnight. So I got up, started going, and all of a sudden, like, within less than an hour after, like, starting to make coffee and breakfast and eating and everything, I just felt so dizzy. So dizzy and lightheaded. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not necessarily like, the world is spinning around you. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of like, I know something's off kind of deal. It's hard to describe. It's a mixture of lightheadedness and, like, you look ahead, there's nothing moving, but then there's, like, this feeling that everything is moving. So I guess, dizziness. But the world isn't literally spinning. Because I've had dizziness spells before where, like, I'm literally feel like I'm spinning around, but this is just like, do I exist? Anyways, existential crises aside, yeah, so doing a lot better today after taking a couple of naps in the morning to kind of, like, power me through, and the caffeine finally kicking in and doing its job and working with my brain chemistry. I felt instantly better. Or not instantly, it took me the entire morning. I felt better, needless to say. And I had food, and I actually started doing some work. I got some homework done. I got the homework set that was due on Sunday. I hate moving because you always end up figuring out, like, what you need in the new house and everything, and I've been spending so much money this week. Not because of the concussion, just because of, like, I need this little thing and this thing and this thing and this thing, and it's just, like, stressing me out because it took 2 days off of work, and now I'm just like, ah. Anyways, yeah, that aside, I went out to Target today, since I'm not trusting myself to bike right now because concussion, and I don't want to increase my chances for a worse brain injury by falling off the bike. I decided to walk to Target. Incredibly lucky that I live less than, like, around 15 minutes from Target. It's super easy to get to. It's super hot out, but I had water with me with noon, and just took it easy. And it was a good test because I am planning on going back to work tomorrow. So it's, like, a good test to see, one, am I okay to walk around in general and walk to work? Also incredibly lucky, work is very close. But also, two, would I be okay just moving around in general? It landed on my head here, so in this area, so it is likely that I could have caused some bruising, quote unquote bruising, in the areas that I do control, that does motor control. So I have to be careful in that sense. I think, I'm trying to remember, neuroscience is evading me. It's been a few years since I've actually studied it. But I'm pretty sure that's like where the motor, the motor areas are over here. Moving on. This is becoming a long day 4 segment. But yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a lot better. The chin is getting so much better. I cleaned it up yesterday. Oh, why did I not do that earlier? It was super painful to clean, just because of like all the roughness and the texture, and then like it's the chin, so it makes it even more difficult to clean. But it feels so much better getting all that dead skin off, and I wish I did it earlier. But now I had to like keep putting like antibiotic ointment with like the petroleum jelly on it to kind of really smooth it out, because if it dries out, it's really painful. So there's that, but that's me complaining. Yeah, I don't plan on, it's gonna be a while before I actually do an actual like ride. I mean, eventually I'll end up commuting once I'm given the clear by the doctor. But like the commutes are usually like less than 3 miles one way. To work, it's less than 3 miles round trip. So I'm not that concerned about that, but in terms of actual riding, it might be a little while, because I don't want to risk it. Concussions, they're not fun. Right around the corner. Luckily, I have until the 19th to turn in my final exam. But I also have 6 hours of lecture to watch. So there's that. Anyhow, that's it. That's all I've got for today. On to day 5. Hey, it's day 5. It's Friday, so day 5. Excuse the bandages. I haven't showered yet, so I haven't changed the bandages out. But yay! End of day 5. I'm actually pretty tired, but not as tired as I was. So that's an improvement. But yeah, doing a lot better. Managed a full day, well, not a full day, part day at work. 3 less hours than usual, but anyways, it was actually pretty good. I was able to handle things. I definitely tried to take it a bit slower, and today was a slow day at work too. So it was kind of like, it allowed me to kind of ease into things and kind of gauge what I'm able to handle in terms of activity level, mental and physical. Clearly physical is a little bit limited with the hands and bandages. Still need to figure out a better system to keep this alive, because when you're at home and you're not moving around and you're not sweating, the bandages obviously stay on, but when you're outside sweating hot, on your way to work, and then you get to work and your bandages are halfway off, it's kind of like, well, that was useless. Anyway, had dinner, and also a couple of friends came by and dropped off a few things, dropped off some food. Shout out to Amy and Alexis for doing that. Really appreciate it. Oh, right, and also some quiche. It was really nice of them to do that. I really appreciate it. Easing back into things. Still not comfortable enough to actually ride into work yet. One, I'm still not in the clear of, like, in terms of injury healing. I'm still less than 10 days. Usually it's 7 to 10 days, but I'm gonna push it to 10 for safety, at least. And not to mention, like, in terms of movement control and whatnot, I still haven't. I mean, I feel like I have good movement control in general, but I just want to be on the safe side, especially if, like, I get any lightheadedness or dizziness. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to bed. I got work tomorrow, full day, 10 to 5. And I'll update you guys then. On to day 6. It's day 6, and I go downstairs, and apparently I've made a friend who wants to now live with us. Hey, buddy. Aww. He doesn't want to hang out anymore. I got the camera out. Like, I don't want evidence of it. Oh no, he's right here. Sit there. He's just chilling. I never did a day 6 update after filming the cat. Well, I came home super exhausted. Well, actually, I came home tired, and I made and I was making dinner, made the mistake of trying to watch YouTube videos, even though like they weren't actiony or anything. It was a lot of talking. You know, I was listening for the most part. I guess my brain was so tired that I went upstairs, knocked out for like 5 minutes. My body did not want to move, and my brain was just like, I'm done for the day, even though I still had to shower, had to change bandages, all the fun stuff of post-crash healing. Eventually I was able to do everything slowly. Yeah, it was a lot. So that was my day 6 update. I'll probably do for today. I have another day at work, just a little shorter, 5 hours, compared to yesterday's 7. Oh, I forgot to mention, yesterday I did have to take like an actual 10-minute break from work. It was unusually quiet. It's not a word that we like to say during work, because all of a sudden usually there's an influx of people. Like one time there was like 8 people that showed up in the span of 2 minutes. So yeah, that was fun. So that's like an improvement that I just needed. A 10-minute just like go upstairs, sit on the couch, put my feet up for a little bit, kind of shut my eyes before going back to work. So that's a relatively good sign. What's not good, that I didn't take another one. Maybe I probably should have, and that's probably why I came home so tired yesterday. But apart from walking in the heat, oof, that's rough. I miss riding my bike already. Usually riding my bike to work takes about less than like 7 minutes. So yeah, day 7, woke up super tired. My body wanted to wake up several times. I think once at 4, once at 5, per usual. It's not good. I guess like probably if this continues, I'll probably just try to get out of bed, because it's usually my philosophy is as soon as you wake up, you get out of bed, regardless if it's an alarm or your body naturally waking up. My rule of thumb is wake up. If you wake up, you get out of bed. So I usually do that, but this time with the concussion, I just want to make sure I get as much sleep as I can get. But if I keep on fighting myself in the morning, I feel like I should just get out of bed, walk around if I have to, maybe start getting breakfast ready and whatnot if I'm hungry enough, or maybe listen to some music, meditate or something. And then if I feel tired enough again, I'll just nap on the couch. I think that would be best strategy going forward, rather than trying to fight myself every single morning to fall back asleep and wake up even more tired. I had an obligation today, and because I was so tired, I decided not to fulfill that, even though I really wanted to do it. But if my brain and body say no at the moment, then I must listen. So anyhow, gotta rest up a bit. Thanks for tuning in to day 7, and we'll see how it goes today and tomorrow. Lights off. Okay, I think I'm good. Slowly going crazy without the concussion, but with the concussion, I feel like it's about the same, actually. Give me one moment. Haven't done one of these updates in a while. Missed the last 2. I haven't also been updating in my training peaks either. Usually I make really good notes for morning and evening, but I don't know. Recently, either like I wait too long and I get too tired, or I just get busy with other stuff or other projects. Sunglasses. I think I got everything I need. Phone's right here. So you can listen to the music after I'm done talking with you guys. Oh, keys. I'll lock this door. She's in the meeting upstairs. So yeah, had a bit of a detour there. But yeah, been okay for the past few days. Yesterday was a bit, actually Monday and Tuesday I had a couple of setbacks, mostly because I did too much work. I spent a little too much time on the computer. But yeah, getting better, slightly better every single day, which is a really good thing. Still walking to work though, even though I did like a quick ride around the block yesterday just to see how I felt on the bike. It felt weird, to be honest. It felt really weird, to be honest. Even though it was my commuter bike, not the bike I crashed on. I don't know, I felt a little unstable. I had to like I was tensing up, so I had to like remind myself to relax my hands, shoulders, and everything. So yeah, I don't know. Slow improvements. But I think what I might end up doing, if I'm feeling better and I get the approval from the doctor, I will start doing short rides on the trainer in the garage, so at least I can get some fresh air. Not today, because today is ozone day. Like, it's very hazy. You can see the haze as I'm walking in the middle of the street and talking to you guys. But yeah, so that's day 8, 9, and I guess today, clearly you can see that I'm walking to work right now. So it's the only time that I have to make this update. I have been doing better, so past few days I haven't been taking anything, but knowing that I'm going to be on my feet all day, getting breaks there, here and there, and then maybe getting taking my actual lunch break as a break. So go upstairs, sit on the couch in the dark, and kind of just chill for a little bit. Brought my headphones, if anything, just to block out the sound, to kind of give myself more quiet time. But I just need to remind myself to take breaks. I have this, anyone who knows me knows I will work through anything, regardless. If I had a broken leg, I'd be working through it, or a broken arm. I got a bruised head, bruised brain at the moment, so currently working through that. Not great, but I am taking steps, recovery steps too. So try to help my recovery, if not expedite it, but to kind of just take it one step at a time. All right, I'm done giving an update for today. Today's day 10. Wow, it's day 10. It's been 10 days. Onwards to day 11. Day 11, walking to work again. This time with my bike here. I mean, I did a carbon evaluation. Seems to be okay. Doesn't seem to be mangled up. For some reason the front brakes got mangled. I don't know if that's from the crash or what. I don't even know how it happened, because they're pretty firm in place. It took a lot of effort for me to untighten it. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, there's a few scratches on there. Bar tape definitely needs to be replaced. It's definitely mangled up in some places. It was wearing down anyways, but shifter hoods, brake hoods just need to be replaced at this point. I've demolished the rubber, especially towards the front. Shifters ain't broke, but I am not replacing them because of cosmetic damage. As long as they're still functioning and safe to ride, I'm going to keep going, because Di2 shifters are super expensive. Unless someone wants to donate $200, so feel free. And I'll use that $200 to buy new shifters. Otherwise, ain't broke, not going to replace it. But yeah, we'll see how today goes. Yesterday went pretty well. I was probably I was just really tired at the end of the day, which is to be expected. For any work day, one, and two, a work day where I'm still recovering from a concussion. So there's that. My bike is absolutely disgusting. I can see in the sun, you can absolutely see the dust and dirt sticking to it. It's gross. Ugh. Anyways, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Alright, I think it's day 12 post-concussion. Coming back from hanging out after work with a couple of coworkers. That's a bit of conversation. It's real fun. Yeah, watching the sunset. Nice sunset walk back home. Definitely feel, well, I mean, this is the normal amount of tired I feel like, because I don't feel super run down or like I'm about to collapse on the bed and just knock out. I still feel like I can go make dinner, eat. I think once I get home, I think that attitude might change a little bit. But yeah, I think it's a normal amount of tired for me. So definitely uptick to recovery. I'm still gonna wait on trying to train. Might wait until the actual day 14 to actually go train, or at least start like just spinning out on the trainer. But I might actually ride my bike out to work tomorrow, because I'm actually getting a little tired of walking to work. Usually I try to plan grocery runs or trips to just like small little trips to stores based on my work schedule, because I want to keep my days off rather than try to commute everywhere. So yeah, I might just ride tomorrow because I need to get stuff done at other places, and the bike is the best way to commute. Walking, not so much. And screw cars. Feeling a lot better. Sleeping pretty well, or at least normally. Whatever it was pre-concussion. So on to day 13. I hope you found that video really informative and educational. That was the point of it. Kind of get a glimpse of what it's like to recover from a concussion as a student, as an athlete, as an employee, and what are the steps you have to take in order to be able to recover faster, even if it's more on the mild side of an MTBI, i.e. a concussion. Still taking it as seriously as possible, getting as much rest as you can in the initial days of recovery in order to be able to get back up and running in the later days. Otherwise, you prolong your recovery and possibly increase your susceptibility to post-concussive syndrome. So I'm still going to be keeping track of my overall mental health moving forward, because sometimes some symptoms can show up much later on and you might not realize it. So it's something to keep in the back of my mind. But we're in day 23. My symptoms have gone away. I'm able to train now, max efforts, not feel any symptoms, which is spectacular signs. So if you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, families, colleagues, your neighbors, strangers. So give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content, wherever the subscribe button is in relation to this video. And yeah, if you want to see more videos, it'll show up somewhere around my face. You can also see my channel and other videos and subscribe in this area as well. Thanks for watching, and stay happy, healthy, and relatively sane, everyone.